Okay, so this is part 2 of restoring my 1926 Ford Model T, and today we'll be cleaning and prepping and getting stuff ready to go back on, and also testing some things as well. To start off, we're going to be cleaning out my gas tank here, and we'll also be working on the radiator and probably the sediment bowl as well, and get all of that stuff ready to go back on my Model T. And to start off, we're going to be using this POR 15 fuel tank repair kit. It has good reviews, and I'm gonna just try it out and see. And it's fairly expensive, so I bought the smaller sized ones because, well, this isn't a huge tank and I can move it around so it gets everywhere. And yeah, so to start off, we're gonna have to use my pink duct tape here to cover up all the ports. And well, okay, and so here the main port, I would have just used the original gas cap, but kind of broke when I was taking it off and from the gas tank. It was pretty stuck in there, kind of seized in there, but you know, lasted 98 years, but couldn't, well, I managed to break it, of course I did, so yeah. Anyways, I'll get to mixing the cleaner degreaser with the water here and get to that. Okay, so when working with this stuff, it does say to use gloves and to use eye protection. Oh, it's dirty. Oh, great. That stuff you don't want to fall in. They actually peel off nice and easy. And then it says to mix it with a quart of warm water. As you can see, it's at, well, it's shaking right now, but it is at a quart right here. Maybe a bit below, but it's nice and warm water. And then I'll pour it in here and mix it together for a bit, and then pour it into the gas tank. And yeah. That smells quite strong. I do have it ventilated in here too, so so I can not get high. But here, go down. See, there, that's good. You guys can see me pour it in now. And I'm just gonna double check that the duct tape is sealed well. Yeah, that should be good. Oh, and actually, I was going to show you what the inside looked like before. As you can see, I can't get the light in there right. There we go. It doesn't look bad at all. There might be a tiny bit of surface rust, but even so, it doesn't look bad, and that's what this stuff is for. So hopefully it works out well. And yeah, go from there. So just pour it in. More. Alright. And now just seal up the top, and then it says for 30 minutes you're supposed to shake it around and get that cleaner and degreaser everywhere so that it works well. Yeah, so just seal it. Okay, so I'm done with the cleaner and the degreaser, and I already let it drain out here, and then I'm just rinsing it out with some more water. And I did forget to mention that when you're doing this and when you're pouring it in, you are supposed to cover it up and keep it away from paint and stuff. And well, if it's nice paint job on your tank or anything, or even any paint at all, like mine has no paint. So yeah, and then you're supposed to do that. And I did end up needing to add more duct tape because it worked, but it was leaking a bit, so I had to add some more. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And then yeah, I'm just gonna let it drain a bit more. It doesn't have to be super dry, but it should get a bit more dry than it is right now. So yeah, I'll do that, and then put the metal prep in. Yeah. There, I think that's a good view. Yeah, that smells strong. Whew. Okay. Let's let that sit there for a second. And that is supposed to sit in there for half hour. Every half hour I move it different positions until you think it's got the whole gas tank. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then for that, it'll just be the sealer. So yeah, I'll get back to you on that. But of course I won't record me moving it around every half hour, so yeah. So I drained out the metal prep now, and you can see, actually show that after, but right now I'm just gonna have to rinse it out with warm water here, and yeah, just do that a couple times and move it around so it gets everywhere. And then the instructions specifically say to make sure it's warm, so that's what you gotta do. Try to get it everywhere. Okay, so now it's time for the fuel tank sealer. So I got all the water and everything dried up out of the tanks. Now just gotta get this. Then I'm supposed to stir it until it's a uniform color. I only have a paint stick. It's kind of big. I might actually go ahead and grab something else here. I'm gonna try it and just see. Yeah, that's too much surface area. It is not gonna work that way. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly grab a small little chopstick or something. Okay, so I quickly ran and got a chopstick, and I'm just gonna stir until it's one unison color. Okay, so I stirred it well, and I made this paper funnel so that it doesn't splash on the outside. And I'm gonna stir it slowly once I pour it in, so it gets around there uniformly, and then pour it out. So. Okay, so now that we're done with the sealant, I'll just show you what it looks like inside. It looks way better than what it did before. Looks like a brand new 100-year-old gas tank. See, got it dried out really good, even in the low spots, everything's coming out. You might be seeing a bit of moisture there. Oh no, it's just the way it dried. The color, but yeah, everything looks really good in there. And yeah, that looks great. So I'm really happy with this product, and hopefully you'll seal everything well, and it should last a long time. And it's, yeah. So yeah, after this we'll work on the head here and get it all cleaned up and some other stuff in this video. But yeah, that'll be it with the gas tank until I put it back in. Okay, so now I'm going to be cleaning out the water jackets in the head here. You can see it's like that all the way down. And that is not what I want to be blowing into a radiator, especially, well, they're so expensive, and in general, I do not want to be blowing that into a radiator no matter what. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we'll be using Evapo-Rust. I just get that at PV Mart, and it's was recommended to me by someone that's been helping me get advice and stuff like that. So I trust it, and it's been working on a lot of parts and everything, and so I have a good feeling about it. Hopefully it will work out well. I'm just gonna put it in a bin and submerge it. Submerge just this side and try to keep this stuff clean. Well, I don't know if you can really tell with this lighting, but I have cleaned it. It is down to the metal on here. It's a smooth surface on the flat part. In the heads, in the combustion chambers, it is not still. There still is carbon buildup in there, but I have been reading and researching, and I've been using some methods that were recommended in magazines that are older than me, but hopefully those work out. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour the Evapor Rust right into the water jackets and try to get it soaking in there right away. Let it soak for quite a while here, and I'll keep an eye on it, and should do its job pretty well. I have used this stuff before and it works pretty good, so hope it does the same here. And okay, so now that we got the head there for soaking, it'll be a while before that's done. And now I'm going to put some water in here, and I'm putting on some sawhorses just to see if it leaks. And well, that's pretty simple to see if it leaks, or hopefully it doesn't leak. And then if it doesn't leak, I will put some vinegar in it and let it sit overnight and soak everything out. Hopefully that cleans it right out, and hopefully no leaks. And as you can see, the back side, the fins look really good. It's just the front side they bashed in for soldering, so hopefully the soldering from, I think, 1960s, 70s, hopefully that still holds. And yeah. Okay, so the first time I tried it a bit, it started leaking out the front here, because there's actually some holes in here. It's not really focused. Yeah, there you can see there's some holes on the lid, but fortunately for me, I do have an extra one from some parts. Some of the parts that came with it. I got an extra radiator too. That radiator would not work for, it does not look like it's in good condition, but at least the cap is. So we're gonna put that on and try it again here. So yeah, just do that right now. There, that should be a good tight seal. Okay, try again. Hopefully that lid seals good on the other side. Yeah, that dropping right now is just because I spilled. Just take a look underneath. So you can see it unfortunately is dripping. I'm gonna try to see. You can see here, it's pretty much everywhere they soldered actually. Looks like it's the exact same spots that are dripping. So that's fun. Okay, so unfortunately both radiators are not, they're both leaking, so I'm gonna have to take them to a shop and have them fix it up here. I'm gonna take it to a few shops, try to get a good price on it, hopefully. So I'm just gonna repair the one because don't want to spend that much money on the second one when I don't need it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go take this to a shop, and after this just focus on cleaning out the head some more and maybe putting the 7-bolt together. As of right now, I'm still waiting for more parts, so maybe when the video is out, the parts will be here, and I'll be able to work on it. So I forgot to record this part, but I did take the head out, rinsed it, and blow dried it out, so then I'll make sure it's all good and dry in there. And as you can see here, but the rust is gone. There still is, it's actually, light off my phone makes it look like kind of green, but it's not. There's still maybe a tiny bit left, but it's way better. A bunch of loose stuff fell out, so everything's looking like it'll work out pretty good. So glad about that. I just have to clean up the combustion chambers a bit, and like I said before, I'm going to use some kerosene for that. It was recommended in a old magazine, so I'll do that here, and yeah, hopefully it helps take out some more of the carbon buildup in there. So yeah. Okay, so I got the head all clean now. And all that's left, I didn't actually show this in the video, but I did get these cleaned right up. This is down at bare metal. This needs to be cleaned up a bit more still, the exhaust here. And yeah, but now I am actually going to paint these. And this I'm going to paint black. And this silver, like not super flashy silver, but kind of a metal looking silver. Kind of plain. And then the air filter, well, actually I don't know if this air filter is original or not, but you can see it just keeps out big chunks of crap going into my carburetor. Actually, it sends them through and then just lets air in out the back. So I'm going to paint that silver as well. I might end up changing it to black if I don't like how it looks, because I want the carburetor to be black. I don't know, it's hard to say, but for sure I'm going to paint this black and this a nice silver, and this, well, these two both a nice silver in this video. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do next year, and just show you that, and start off with the primer. I am going to be using, I just gotta grab it, this paint here. This is, I know it doesn't need that much heat resistant for this, but it's the paint I have, and it'll work well, so that's what I'm going to use. And I know the original color of the paint for at least the intake was definitely not silver. I believe it might have been actually green on 26 Fords. But this was black, so I'm going to keep that. And I actually don't know what this was either. There's a lot of differences, and it's also, I mean, it's what I want to do, so I'm going to do it. And it's not like my engine's an original color or anything anyways, or like perfectly original with, well, no, the engine's original. It's just some parts, of course, are new. And yeah, and they also painted the head, so it's pretty silver still, so. And originally I believe they were also green and matched the intake, so I am gonna just paint them the colors I want to, and yeah, just show you that here. Okay, so I got the 3 coats of primer done on the the air intake and the actual intake as well. And I'm just using these, these clear boxes so nothing falls on them while they're drying, because I'm painting outside. So yeah, just gonna wait, and they're done their 3 coats. I do have to flip them here and paint them again, do the same process. I'm not gonna record doing that, and then I'll have to do the exhaust, and then I'll do the real paint once these are done drying, and yeah, so yeah, go from there. Okay, so the primer is now dry, so I am gonna be putting on the first coat of paint here, and I thought I'd record that. I'm not gonna record all coats of paint, but I will record when I first do the coat of paint on the exhaust as well. The paint I'm gonna be using is, well, the color I'm using, sorry, is a cast iron color. So it's fairly, as you can see, I don't know if you can really tell, but it's kind of silvery, but you know, it's fairly plain still, but that's the color I want for this. So, and if I end up not liking it, I can change it in the future, but for now, this is what I think I want to go with. So yeah, I'm just gonna get going and start painting here. I did forget to mention, I am keeping 8 to 10 inch distance while I'm painting, so it stays even throughout. Yeah, here we go. just thought I'd show you guys the final colors here. This is the exhaust, all nice and black, and it's not the best paint job in any of these, but I really like them still. And then here you can see this one's look really nice here on the intake, and that's the same paint on the air filter as well. And yeah, just thought I'd show you the colors here. Okay, so I think this will be the end of this video here. It's just so much fun working on this car. I mean, classic cars do leave you with dirty hands and no money, but it's just the best thing ever to work on. So I'm really happy with it, and I'm excited to keep sharing this with you. And as of right now, I'm just waiting for parts for my carburetor and sediment bowl, and then fairly soon should be getting ready to try and start this thing up. So yeah, thank you for watching, and that's everything for this video.